I know what you're going to say, and yes, it's been a while since I've made an actual Life with Bev video. The reason for that is I've kind of really not still been doing much, and pardon me, I was recording videos using my phone, but my phone has now broken, so I can't even record things now if I want to. I still don't have a camera or anything like that, so it's a complete disgrace, but I swear to God, I will start making videos quite soon. As you might have guessed by the title of this, this video is kind of to do with relationships, and there's certain things that I feel I should probably explain to you guys, and I guess I will just kind of show this video to people when they ask me about dating in future. One of my really good friends, who has been in a couple of these videos, certainly on this channel, we've been friends for 3 years now, 3 and a bit years, something like that. She's only ever known me to try and get into a relationship once, and completely honest, she's only ever known me to have sex like once with someone. You know, she's never known me to be on a night out and chat to random people, like chatting them up, or to be chatted up on a night out, or to pull anything like that. It's just, and she said about this the other day, and it's something that friends have been commenting on recently, because they individually have been getting into their own relationships, and it makes them happy to be in a relationship, and they want to see me happy. But this is kind of where the problem lies, because in true honesty, I don't really want to be happy in a relationship at the moment. So the history of my dating isn't an ideal one. There was a video that I put up not that long ago, and I also put about it on my Blogger account, so if you want to read what happened in my first relationship, then I will put the link below. Go and feel free to read what happened in the first relationship. But basically, the long story short is that my first ever boyfriend tried to cheat on me with my own brother. It sounds quite messed up, but I think other than a kiss, nothing actually happened, which is good, It could have been a full-blown affair, and that would have completely messed my head up, but it wasn't, mainly because my brother didn't fancy him. So after my first relationship broke down, I think I was single for probably quite a bit after that. I just, I was quite young. I think I was like 17 or 18 at the time, and I just wanted to enjoy myself. I moved out of my mother's house. I moved in with some friends of mine, and that was going great for ages. But I was kind of going into this stage of sleeping with anyone. I was, I would meet someone, we'd go and do whatever, and I just went through this phase for quite some time with a number of people. So that was all right for a while, I guess. But then I started to want to get into a relationship again. And I tried a couple of times, but I think I kind of got into the mindset of I want to get into a relationship. So I was getting into a relationship with people who I should have never tried getting into a relationship with, honestly. There was a website, now what was it called? Flirtomatic. Yeah, and it was only on mobile phones. I signed up to Flirtomatic, I got talking to these people, and yeah, so One guy actually drove from I think it was Stoke or somewhere like that, like quite a distance away. He drove up after he'd finished work. I think he got up to visit me at about 3 in the morning or something like that. And yeah, that was quite a crazy night. So me and him tried to get into a relationship. It didn't work out. After like a week or 2 weeks, and I was just like, this isn't working for me. I'm sorry, this is just not happening for me. I'm not enjoying this. I tried with another guy. It didn't work. And, I kind of just got to the point where I was just like, I'm really not interested. Then, of course, there was changes that happened in my personal life. I moved back to my mum's. I was living there for a bit. Then I got my own place, and I've been busy trying to get this sorted, and trying to look for a full-time job and everything like that. I've kind of not had the um, wanting to get into a relationship, but I've also not had the money to, if I'm completely honest. I've been cash strapped for like well over a year now, just having no spare money to actually go and go on dates and that sort of thing. Um, so when the chance, I mean, it's not to say I've not had the chance to go on go on a date, or I've not had the offer, that sort of thing, 'cause I have, but I've always come up with some sort of excuse because I've never thought, what, I could go out to a cinema and I could buy myself in, like even buy myself a cinema ticket. I've not had the money to go and do that, so I've just made these excuses up, and it's just been like, well, whatever. And obviously, as time has gone on, these people who I've crushed on so hard at times have moved on. They've gone and got into their own relationship. It's kind of like the boat sailed on this one. It's gone. Um, and that sucks, if I'm honest with you. When you have someone who you do think, oh my God, you are really good looking and you're a nice guy and everything like that, and then you have the offer of a date, and then you go in, I really, really want to, but then you've got to go, can't afford it. Can't afford it, and you've got this to pay for, and you've got that, and it's just, it puts you off wanting to do anything. So over the past couple of months, my friends have been getting into their own relationships, but they've also been talking about me getting into a relationship. Um, and one of my friends turned around to me the other week, and completely not in a malicious way or anything like that. But he said that it can become uncomfortable to talk about being in a relationship around me because I never seem interested in anything like that. And I think there is a certain amount of truth behind that. I think I've gone that long without being in a relationship or going on a date and that sort of thing that I've gotten to the point where I'm just not bothered. You know what? Okay, I miss having someone to cuddle up in bed with. I miss having someone round just to talk to. Um, I miss getting excited to see someone. I still get excited to see people. Like when my friends will ring and text and they'll say, I'm coming round, and it's like, oh, friends coming round, yay, nice one. I'm really in the mood to see people and that sort of thing. But that's kind of like one category of excitement. But then when you've got like a boyfriend or a date or something coming round, it is completely different excitement. It's like, oh my God. And okay, yes, I miss that. But you know, getting into a relationship costs money. Whether you like it or not, it does. Um, and I kind of don't like going into my personal like living standards with people that I might end up going on a date with, because it makes it awkward as hell. Because I'll be completely honest with you right now, I don't have an easy, livable lifestyle. I really don't. Um, I get paid every 2 weeks, and even then, it's not great money. Which I've gone into on a different channel of mine, and I explained to everyone about my finances and that sort of thing. Um, so yeah, I mean, like I get paid once every 2 weeks, but literally the same day that I get paid is the same day that all this money goes out on bills. Um, the rest of the 2 weeks, I will literally spend with no money. I don't have spare money. You know, if I do go on a night out, it's because friends have paid. If I do go to the cinema, it's because friends have paid. It's ridiculous. So why have I brought around the dating topic at a completely random time? The offer of like a date um, is something that I'm starting to get more of now, and I'm kind of starting to accept these offers a little bit more now. I have my own place, and while it's not an ideal place, it's not the worst in the world. Um, you know, things on my financial front are starting to look better. So, yeah, and the other weird thing is that one of these dates might be tomorrow night, or it might not be. I don't know. Nothing is set in stone yet. But yeah, so this could be fun. And this week has actually been quite interesting for me because there's been the talk of getting a date for Saturday night, and you know it could be a good night and everything like that. But it's kind of gotten like a little part of me back alive that I never thought I would see again, or that I would have even missed. You know, I've kind of gotten the bit back in me that's excited for a first date, you know? I mean, for those of you who've been on a first date, you'll know exactly what I mean when I say, okay, so A, you can't fart. Um, when you go to the toilet, that is your only time to text your friends, to ring them, to tell them how it's going and everything like that. And by the time you've done that, your partner does actually think that you've been for a shit, so whatever. But just to look forward to actually getting to know someone who, in one way or another, is actually interested in you. You know, it's kind of like, you know, even if someone doesn't say that they're into you, by them going on a first date with you, it's kind of like a massive confidence booster anyway, because they think enough of you to actually want to go on a first date with you. So it's kind of cute, and I am getting a little bit excited about it. Shitting myself, but a little bit excited at the same time. So yeah, so that's me, and that's my whole dating drama life and everything like that. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.